Have you ever wondered if you're making choices that could be robbing you of the joy and freedom you deserve in your golden years? If you're over 70, or even approaching it, this video is for you. As we age, there are some pitfalls that many older women unknowingly fall into, and while they may seem harmless at first, they can cause lasting emotional and physical damage. In the next few minutes, we'll uncover one of the biggest mistakes older women make that leads to regret, isolation, and even health issues. You'll learn how living in isolation can slowly steal your vitality, how clinging to regret can rob you of your precious time, and why neglecting your well-being might be causing more harm than you realize. But don't worry, we won't leave you hanging. We'll also share actionable steps that will help you avoid these traps. You'll discover how to reclaim your independence, protect your emotional health, and surround yourself with relationships that uplift you. Stick with me until the end, and by the time this video is over, you'll have the tools to start living your golden years with more joy, purpose, and confidence. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to join the Savvy Senior community, where we empower each other to live our best lives, no matter our age. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. When you choose isolation, whether it's a conscious decision or driven by the overwhelming weight of fear, you unlock the painful and all-consuming door to loneliness. This isn't just an abstract feeling or an occasional wave of sadness that passes with time. No, loneliness can carve deep scars, and the truth is, it can be as devastating to your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. I can't help but think about how insidious loneliness is. It doesn't just affect your heart, it chips away at your mind and steals years from your life. Studies show it increases the risk of cognitive decline, heart disease, and, yes, even premature death. It becomes a silent assassin, slowly working its way into your body and soul. And what's even more tragic is that isolation isn't just about being physically alone. You can be surrounded by a sea of faces, yet feel like a stranger in your own life. You could be sitting right next to your loved ones and still feel a crushing emptiness because there's no meaningful connection. When generational differences or emotional walls get in the way, it becomes all the more difficult to bridge that divide, and you find yourself adrift, disconnected, and unsure of how to find your way back. The antidote to isolation isn't simply about being with other people. No, it's about being with the right people. Those who fill you up, who energize you, who help you rediscover joy in the moments that matter. You need connections that lift your soul, not drain it. The first step in fighting isolation is to step out of the shadows and begin reconnecting with those who have once meant something to you. I know it can be scary, like opening a door to a past you haven't visited in years, but trust me, reaching out to old friends can be the most healing act. It might feel intimidating at first, but so often, people are more than willing to rekindle friendships. A simple, heartfelt message, something as simple as "I was thinking about you today," can be the spark that reignites a connection you thought was lost forever. Next, look around you. There are groups, clubs, and organizations in your community that exist for the sole purpose of bringing people together. It doesn't matter what your passion is, whether it's reading, crafting, gardening, or anything else, there's a community out there that shares your love for it. Joining one of these groups isn't just about filling your time. It's about enriching your life with genuine connections and shared experiences that make you feel seen, heard, and understood. And let's not forget the power of giving back. Volunteering, even in small ways, does more than just help others. It helps you. It reminds you that you have value and that your presence in the world matters. More often than not, volunteering opens the door to meeting people who share your passion for kindness, and who are as eager as you to make the world a little brighter. The beauty of volunteering is that it transforms loneliness into community, turning isolation into purpose. Breaking free from isolation isn't easy. It requires courage, vulnerability, and a willingness to embrace discomfort. But oh, the rewards! When you allow yourself to connect with others, you invite a world of joy, growth, and meaning into your life. The connection you find, whether it's with old friends, a new community, or through acts of kindness, will breathe new life into your spirit and leave you with a sense of purpose that transcends loneliness. Now, let's talk about regret. It's like a shadow that follows you, lingering in those quiet moments when you allow yourself to reflect on your past. It's in the what-ifs and the if-only, and it can feel suffocating at times. We've all had those thoughts, those painful memories where you can't help but wish you had taken a different path, made a different choice, or acted on a dream you let slip away. Regret can haunt you, replaying over and over again like a broken record that never lets you go. And the most painful part is that it doesn't just stay in the past. It bleeds into your present, making you question your worth, your decisions, and your future. But here's the hard, uncomfortable truth. Regret, as powerful as it feels, doesn't change a single thing about the past. It doesn't rewrite history, it doesn't heal the wounds, and it doesn't give you back the lost time. What it does is steal the precious moments you have right now. It keeps you trapped in a cycle of guilt, shame, and longing, preventing you from embracing the life that's unfolding before you. Regret has a dangerous power. It paralyzes you. It makes you feel like you've already made too many mistakes, and that trying now is pointless. But let me tell you, that mindset is a thief. It robs you of the possibility of a brighter, more fulfilled future. It locks you in a cage of your own making. But it doesn't have to be this way. Instead of carrying regret around like a heavy, suffocating burden, it's time to put it down. Let it go because you deserve to live freely. You deserve to make the most of the time you have left, without being shackled by the past. The power to change your life starts in this very moment. Don't waste it looking backward. The future is still wide open, waiting for you to step into it, free from regret. Regret is an emotion that can weigh heavily on your heart, but what if you could reframe it into something more empowering? Regret, in its essence, is a teacher, offering valuable lessons we might not realize at first. Every misstep, every choice that didn't go as planned, carries wisdom if you choose to see it that way. Take a moment to reflect on the regrets you carry. For example, maybe there's a part of you that deeply regrets not traveling when you were younger. It's easy to sit with that regret, feeling the sting of missed experiences. But instead of letting that sorrow define you, ask yourself, how can I change this now? The truth is, it's never too late. There's still time. Maybe it's not the grand, extravagant trip you once envisioned, but perhaps a small getaway to somewhere new, even if it's just for a weekend. That little adventure can spark joy and remind you that life is still full of opportunities waiting to be seized. Another vital step in healing is practicing forgiveness. Most importantly, forgiving yourself. It's a difficult thing to do, isn't it? We often hold on to guilt for past decisions, and that guilt eats away at us. But think about this. Forgiveness isn't about excusing mistakes. It's about freeing yourself from the chains of regret. Look back at your life with compassion, acknowledging that, at the time, you did the best you could with the information you had. If any past choices still haunt you, find a way to make amends. Maybe a letter you write but never send, or perhaps a candid conversation with someone you trust. Even these small acts of healing can bring profound relief, lifting the weight off your chest and letting you breathe again. Forgiveness allows you to step forward lighter, and more at peace with who you are and where you've been. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment one below to let me know that you are still here with me. In addition to forgiveness, setting new goals is a powerful tool to reclaim your sense of purpose. Many of us believe that the best chapters of our lives are behind us. But I challenge you to think differently. Who says your biggest accomplishments are behind you? The potential for new experiences, new joys, and new achievements is endless. It doesn't matter how old you are, you can always set new goals. Perhaps it's learning a new language, picking up a forgotten hobby, or even writing that memoir you've always dreamed of. Just imagine the fulfillment that would come from putting your thoughts on paper and sharing your story, your lessons, and your wisdom. Don't let regret hold you hostage. It only has power when you give it space in your life. The moment you choose to embrace the lessons it offers instead of drowning in it, you take control. Every single day is a chance to rewrite your story, to live more fully, and to feel more alive. No matter where you are in life, it's never too late to dream, to try, to grow. As we age, we naturally find ourselves in situations where we need help. Our bodies don't work the way they used to, and tasks that once seemed so simple may now require more time, more effort, or assistance from others. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to lean on others when you need support. But there's a delicate balance between accepting help and becoming overly dependent. Dependency can sneak up on you in subtle ways, especially with loved ones. It's easy to fall into the trap of asking for help all the time, and while your family may genuinely want to be there for you, there's a risk of creating an imbalance in the relationship. They might begin to feel overwhelmed by the caregiving responsibilities, and you may start to feel as though you've lost your independence and your autonomy. It's not about avoiding help altogether, but about recognizing when it's time to step back and let others lead their own lives without shouldering too much of your emotional weight. Dependency isn't just about needing help with physical tasks like grocery shopping or home maintenance. It can also creep in emotionally. You might find yourself turning to the same person over and over for companionship, advice, or validation. This emotional dependence can take a toll on that person, leaving them feeling drained and possibly even resentful. What's more, it can isolate you from forming broader, more enriching connections that could add meaning and joy to your life. It's essential to remember that no one person can be everything to you. It's healthy to maintain a balance, seeking emotional support from various sources. Friends, hobbies, activities that help you feel whole and connected. It's about nurturing your emotional well-being while also respecting the emotional space of others. In the end, life is about balance. Recognizing when to ask for help and when to stand on your own, finding peace in your past while looking forward to your future. There is always room for growth, healing, and joy, no matter your age. The more you embrace that, the more you'll find that your journey ahead can be just as meaningful and fulfilling as the one that's already been lived. Striking a healthy balance in life, especially as we age, is one of the most powerful and rewarding things we can do for ourselves. It's not just about maintaining your physical health. It's about protecting your independence, your peace of mind, and ultimately your dignity. And the good news? There are ways to make life easier and more fulfilling without compromising on your autonomy. First, consider embracing assistive tools. There's no shame in using devices that make everyday tasks more manageable. I know many people feel a sense of hesitation when it comes to things like grab bars in the shower or walkers, but these are not signs of weakness. They are symbols of strength. These tools help you maintain your independence, giving you the freedom to move about your home with confidence and safety. And let's not forget the wonders of voice-activated smart devices. They can be a game changer in managing your environment, making everything from turning on lights to controlling the thermostat a breeze. These innovations don't make you dependent. They empower you to continue living on your terms. Another strategy to preserve independence is to hire help, if possible. It's an investment in yourself, one that pays dividends in maintaining your energy and mental health. Hiring someone to assist with cleaning, gardening, or even more personal tasks is not a reflection of failure or inadequacy. It's a conscious decision to allow yourself space to thrive. We all need support at different stages in life, and asking for help doesn't diminish our worth. It shows a deep understanding of what it takes to keep going, to keep growing, and to keep living well. Building a strong network of support is also crucial. Rather than relying on just one person to meet all your needs, create a circle of trusted individuals who can offer a hand when necessary. This way, you're not putting undue pressure on any one person, whether that's a family member, a neighbor, or a close friend. This network ensures that you're not a burden to anyone, while also ensuring that you have access to the help you need. It's all about balance and making sure that you don't overwhelm anyone with your responsibilities. The truth is, no one should carry the weight of your care alone, and creating a diverse group of helpers gives you security, knowing that you're never truly on your own. But here's the most important part of all. Maintaining your independence isn't just a gift to others, it's a gift to yourself. It's about preserving your confidence, your freedom, and your ability to live life on your terms. Being independent, even in small ways, can bring an immense sense of fulfillment and purpose. It's not about pushing yourself to do everything alone. It's about knowing that you have the strength to keep going, no matter what life throws your way. On the other hand, neglecting self-care is one of the most common mistakes many women make as they age. It's heartbreaking, but it happens all too often. Whether you're putting everyone else's needs before your own or simply believing that self-care isn't important at this stage in life, it's easy to forget to prioritize yourself. But here's the thing. Neglecting your health, appearance, and emotional well-being isn't just harmless. It can accelerate aging and steal your joy. Self-care isn't about vanity, and it certainly isn't about indulgence. It's about self-respect. It's about honoring your body, mind, and spirit with the care they deserve. When you neglect yourself, you're not just risking physical wear and tear. Poor diet, missed doctor appointments, and neglecting your physical activity can lead to much more serious health issues. Chronic conditions like diabetes, heart disease, or even mobility problems. When you ignore your emotional well-being, it can trigger a whole host of challenges: loneliness, anxiety, and even depression. These are not just fleeting emotions. They are real issues that affect the quality of life. You deserve better than that. At the end of the day, your well-being is yours to nurture. You have the right to enjoy your life, to feel good, and to put yourself first. Because when you care for yourself, you unlock the power to live with joy, resilience, and a deep sense of fulfillment. So don't wait. Embrace the support you deserve, cherish your independence, and, above all, take time for yourself. Your future self will thank you. So, how do you truly make self-care a priority in your life? The answer lies in making it a deep, unwavering commitment to yourself, no matter what stage of life you're in. Here are some heartfelt, practical steps to help guide you on this transformative journey. Physical health. Your body is your most precious vessel, and it's essential to treat it with the respect it deserves. Focus on maintaining your strength, balance, and flexibility, which are the building blocks for a vibrant life. Don't underestimate the power of simple exercises like yoga, Pilates, or a gentle walk in the fresh air. These activities not only keep you physically active, but also bring a sense of calm and peace. Trust me, every step counts, and there's something incredibly fulfilling about moving your body in a way that feels good. And don't forget the importance of regular checkups. These aren't just a formality. Listen to your body when it speaks to you, even in the smallest whispers of aches and pains. These signals are often your body's way of asking for attention, urging you to slow down and take better care of yourself. Ignoring them now may lead to greater challenges down the road. Emotional wellness. In the hustle and bustle of life, it's so easy to lose sight of what truly nourishes your soul. But emotional health is the heart of self-care, and it deserves your time and attention. Make space in your life for things that bring you joy, whether it's planting flowers in your garden, knitting a blanket for your loved ones, or simply enjoying a hobby that makes you feel alive. It's so important to feed your passions and reconnect with the things that light you up inside. And don't forget the power of stillness. Journaling your thoughts or meditating can create a sense of inner peace that grounds you in moments of uncertainty. The beauty of these practices is that they help you reconnect with the essence of who you are, offering clarity and a sense of emotional balance. It's easy to get swept up in the chaos of life, but taking time for yourself will always pay you back tenfold. Personal grooming. Now, let's talk about the importance of feeling good in your skin. Taking care of your appearance doesn't require extravagant spa treatments or expensive beauty rituals. It's all about those small, daily acts of self-love. Whether it's keeping your hair neat, grooming your nails, or wearing clothes that make you feel confident and comfortable, these simple habits can work wonders for your self-esteem. The way you present yourself to the world can deeply influence how you feel about yourself. So why not embrace it? You deserve to look and feel your best, and doing so will undoubtedly uplift your spirits and boost your confidence. The effort you put into your appearance can spark a profound shift in your emotional well-being, and that, my friend, is priceless. Self-care is not a luxury, it's an absolute necessity. It's a form of self-compassion, a sacred promise to yourself that you will not abandon your well-being, no matter the external pressures or demands. When you treat yourself with love and kindness, you're far more resilient and prepared to handle life's inevitable challenges, no matter your age or the obstacles you may face. Settling for unhealthy relationships. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that by the time you reach your 70s, your relationships are fixed, set in stone. Maybe you believe you have to tolerate that toxic friendship, stay in a marriage that no longer nurtures you, or endure family members who drain your energy. But let me tell you, no matter how old you are, you have the right to choose who you allow into your life. You deserve to be surrounded by people who respect you, who lift you, and who cherish your presence. Unhealthy relationships come in many forms, and they wear many masks. It could be the friend who constantly makes you feel small, the family member who plays on your guilt to manipulate you, or the partner who has stopped showing you the kindness and love you deserve. It's easy to stay in these relationships because they've become familiar, because of obligation, or because you fear being alone. But the emotional toll they take is not worth it. These toxic connections can seep into every corner of your life, eroding your peace of mind and, in some cases, even affecting your physical health. Chronic stress, anxiety, and physical ailments can all stem from toxic relationships, and this isn't something you should ignore, especially at this stage in life. At this point in your journey, your time, energy, and emotional well-being are more precious than ever. You owe it to yourself to prioritize relationships that truly support you, those that nourish your spirit and help you grow. Let go of the unhealthy ones, no matter how long you've known them, and make space for people who make you feel loved, seen, and appreciated. You've earned that, and it's never too late to reclaim your peace and happiness. Certainly. Here's a more detailed and emotionally enriched version of your paragraph. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Building healthier connections is a deeply transformative journey that requires commitment, courage, and introspection. It's easy to overlook the importance of these relationships, but they shape your life in more ways than you can imagine. The first crucial step is to set boundaries, an act of self-care that is often overlooked but is incredibly empowering. Learning to say no to people, situations, or expectations that drain your energy or compromise your well-being is not an act of selfishness, as many might mistakenly think. Instead, it's a vital form of self-preservation. Setting boundaries means drawing a line between what you are willing to tolerate and what you are not. It is about preserving your emotional health and ensuring that you maintain space for yourself, your needs, and your growth. It's important to realize that setting boundaries is not just about saying no to others. It's also about affirming your worth. When you set boundaries, you're telling the world, and yourself, that you deserve respect. You're teaching others how to treat you. It's not a confrontation, but a quiet declaration of your emotional rights. Often, the people who respect your boundaries will be the ones who appreciate your worth in return, elevating the quality of the relationships around you. Once you've established boundaries, it's time to evaluate the relationships in your life. This is a step that requires brutal honesty and self-awareness, and it can be painful. Take a hard look at the people you've surrounded yourself with. Do they lift you? Do they make you feel seen, heard, and valued? Or do they constantly leave you feeling drained, unimportant, or worse, ignored? It's easy to hold on to relationships out of obligation or habit, but at some point, You have to ask yourself if these people are truly contributing to your emotional well-being or if they're just occupying space in your life. If you answer no to those questions, it might be time to create some distance. It's never easy to let go of people who you once considered close, but sometimes it's the only way forward. Whether it's a family member, a longtime friend, or even a romantic partner, if a relationship has become toxic or one-sided, it can hurt more to keep it than to release it. You deserve people who encourage you, who support your dreams, and who celebrate your growth. Anything less is not worth the energy it takes to maintain. You don't need to justify your decision to anyone but yourself. Freeing yourself from negative connections creates emotional space for new, positive relationships that nourish you and help you become the person you are meant to be. After creating space, seek out positive connections that bring light into your life. This is the exciting part, where you begin to surround yourself with people who truly inspire you. Look for communities or social groups where you can find like-minded individuals who lift you rather than tear you down. Reconnect with old friends who have always been a source of joy and comfort, or open your heart to new people who share your passions and values. It's never too late to redefine what relationships mean to you. You deserve to be surrounded by people who remind you of your strength, people who see your potential and want to see you thrive. Take this opportunity to curate your social circle so that it is filled with those who truly contribute to your happiness and growth. By letting go of unhealthy connections, you not only make room for healthier relationships but also create space for a more fulfilling life. These connections should inspire you, challenge you, and make you feel alive. They should enhance the joy in your life, not drain it. The more you let go of the people and situations that weigh you down, the more you invite into your life relationships that will help you grow into the best version of yourself. Another deeply emotional area we often need to confront is our tendency to cling to the past. While nostalgia is a comforting and beautiful feeling, it can also become a heavy burden that prevents us from fully living in the present. It's natural to look back on our younger years with a sense of fondness, to celebrate the successes we've had, and to mourn the things we've lost. However, clinging too tightly to the past can become a prison that keeps you from experiencing the beauty and potential that lies ahead. Often, this attachment to the past manifests as a yearning for something that can no longer be. Maybe it's the career you once had, the relationship you thought would last forever, or even the vitality you experienced in your youth. It might show up in the quiet moments when you say, "Things were so much better back then," or in the comparison of your present life to an idealized version of what once was. Living in the past, while comforting, can hold you hostage in a time that no longer exists. Clinging to the past can lead to a sense of bitterness, regret, and disappointment. It can breed feelings of inadequacy, like you're somehow falling short of the person you used to be. Over time, it can even lead to depression, as the past takes on a life of its own and seems to overshadow the joy and opportunity that exist right now. But here's the powerful truth: your best years aren't behind you. The future has just as much to offer you, if not more. As you grow older, you gain a sense of perspective that youth simply cannot provide. You learn to savor the small victories, the moments of peace, and the deep wisdom that comes with age. There's no time like the present to discover the joys and opportunities that exist in every stage of life. In every phase, life presents new opportunities, new challenges, and new beginnings. Instead of looking back with regret, start embracing the truth that each moment has something valuable to offer. Reflecting on the past is fine, but never let it hold you captive. The present is all you truly have. Life is full of fresh possibilities that can bring you joy, fulfillment, and a sense of purpose, no matter your age. Don't let the past dictate your future. Let it be a stepping stone, a lesson, but not a chain. Your life is unfolding right now, and it's never too late to make it count. Letting go of the past while embracing the future is not just a fleeting idea. It's an intentional, powerful way to regain control over your life, and it's one of the most freeing things you can do for your emotional well-being. This isn't a process that happens overnight, and I'll be the first to admit that it's not always easy. There are days when the past tugs at your heart, reminding you of lost opportunities, regrets, or things you can't undo. But over time, I've learned that by intentionally focusing on the present and looking ahead, you free yourself to experience life in its fullest, most fulfilling form. It's not about forgetting your history, but about using it as a foundation to build a life that's truly worth living today. First and foremost, you need to practice gratitude. This may sound simple, but it is, without a doubt, one of the most powerful tools to help release the grip of the past. Gratitude isn't just about saying thank you out of habit. It's about deeply appreciating the blessings in your life right now. When you constantly look back, yearning for what has already passed, it's easy to overlook the treasure trove of blessings you have right in front of you. And trust me, the blessings are there. Whether it's the wisdom you've gained over the years, the resilience you've developed in the face of adversity, or the relationships that bring you comfort and joy, these are the gifts of today. It's easy to be consumed by regret and the what-ifs, but when you focus on what you have, you begin to realize just how rich your life still is. I've come to believe that a grateful heart not only heals but also opens up a world of possibility, making room for more good things to come. One of the most transformative practices I've found is keeping a gratitude journal. Every day, I write down 3 things that I'm thankful for, big or small. Some days it's as simple as a warm cup of tea on a cold morning, and other days it's the smile of a dear friend or the beauty of a sunset. The simple act of acknowledging these things shifts your mindset and helps you cultivate a peaceful heart. The more you practice gratitude, the more you find to be thankful for, and the more your life begins to feel abundant. Another key step in letting go of the past and embracing the future is creating new goals for yourself. It's easy to think that dreams are for the young, or that by a certain age, you've missed your chance. But the truth is, you're never too old to dream, never too old to set new goals and chase new adventures. No matter where you are in life, there is always room for new ambitions and dreams that will give you renewed purpose. The beauty of aging is that you have the wisdom of experience behind you, and now you can dream with intention and clarity. Your goals don't need to be huge to be meaningful. Maybe it's as simple as picking up a new hobby that you've always been curious about, like painting or learning a musical instrument. Or maybe it's something bigger, like traveling to a destination you've always dreamed of visiting or taking up a new form of exercise that excites you. I believe that having something to look forward to, something to strive for, injects a new sense of purpose into your life. I've seen how goals, whether big or small, can bring fresh energy and excitement into each day. They become a source of joy, and they shift your focus away from past disappointments to future possibilities. You are still capable of creating the life you want, no matter your age. Life is full of opportunities if you remain open to them. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Celebrating the now is equally as important. We often spend so much time thinking about what happened in the past or worrying about what might happen in the future that we forget to fully appreciate the present moment. And yet, this is where life is truly happening. Right here, right now. Life doesn't exist in the past, and it doesn't exist in the future. It only exists in the present. It's in the moments we take for granted every day, like sipping a cup of coffee in the morning, listening to your favorite song on a quiet evening, or watching a beautiful sunset paint the sky in colors that seem too magnificent to be real. These moments are fleeting, but they are what make life rich and meaningful. I've come to realize how easily we let these small, beautiful moments slip by in the rush of daily life. But when we slow down, we can savor them, absorb their warmth, and let them fill us with joy. Be fully present in your daily life. Don't just go through the motions. Engage in the experience of life. It's these moments that give your life depth and color. If you're too busy looking back at the past or obsessing over the future, you'll miss them. I've learned that when I take time to enjoy the present, to feel the warmth of the sun, to listen to the laughter of my loved ones, to savor the taste of my food, I feel truly alive. And in those moments, I'm reminded that life is a precious gift. Finally, remember that your life isn't defined by what you've already done. It's defined by how you choose to live right now. Yes, your past experiences have shaped who you are today, but they do not define you. Letting go of the past doesn't mean erasing it or forgetting about it. It means giving yourself the freedom to move forward, to live fully in the present, and to embrace the infinite possibilities that lie ahead. When I look back at my own life, there are moments I wish I could change, things I wish I'd done differently, but I've come to understand that those moments are just that, moments. They don't have to define the rest of my life. It's what I choose to do today, and how I decide to live now, that truly matters. And I'll tell you, there is so much beauty in knowing that the future is unwritten, and it's yours for the taking. Let go of any emotional weight from the past that is holding you back. Yes, it shaped you, but it doesn't have to chain you. The possibilities of today and tomorrow are boundless. There's a whole world of experiences waiting for you. When you free yourself from the past, you create the space to build a life that's even more fulfilling than you could have ever imagined. As we wrap up today's discussion, I want to leave you with this thought. Letting go of the past and embracing the future is a journey, but it can bring incredible peace and fulfillment if we approach it with intention. From practicing gratitude, setting new goals, celebrating the present, and letting go of emotional burdens, we have the power to create a life that is not defined by what has been but by what we choose to make of today and tomorrow. So, I'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you've learned from this video that you're ready to put into practice in your own life? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's continue this conversation and support each other on this journey of growth and self-discovery. If you like this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more content that helps you live your best life. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.